Okay, guys, I think there's only like 20 seconds left in the ad, and then I will be there. I'm also trying to post a picture on Instagram. I don't know if I like this picture or not, but oh well. Day 1 of hashtag Pokemon Worlds unofficial. How do you spell unofficial? Unofficial co-stream. Where am I at? Hi guys. Wait, okay, there. Hi guys. It's the day. Hi Davey, welcome in. Oh my god. So my monitors are all weird now because I had to set up some different stuff to be able to pick up to be able to co-stream. So now it's throwing me off, but it's how it's gonna be. But we're here. Worlds Weekend. Hi JK, welcome in. Hello. Hi Abby, welcome in. I'm so excited, guys. This butt is gonna be in this chair for like a lot of hours today. So I will be taking breaks, but I will be keeping the stream up, and I will be keeping like obviously the co-stream up, but today's the day. Yay! And the drops for my stream badge go live at noon my time, so noon EST. And all you have to do is watch an hour of the stream through the entire weekend. Just an hour collectively. You can watch like 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here, for just an hour within this weekend, and you will get the Torkoal crying badge next to your name, or you can gift a sub and you'll get the badge by your name. There's also other badge drops through the weekend, like the evolving Pichu. That's also for if you watch like 20 minutes of somebody's stream that's doing some type of like Pokemon content category, I should say. And then if you gift subs through that, you can also get like Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander evolving badges. And for incentives for subs, because they're never necessary, but if we do get each 2 subs we get, I'm going back to how we did it back in the day. 2 subs will equal to a pack opening, and I have a fresh unopened Pitch Black ETB for this weekend. So, and I think the whatchamacallit starts this weekend too. September or something like that. Anyway, 2 subs will equal a Pokemon pack, but also I will see how that happens because I really want to open that. 3 Italian were meant to be because if one of them skipped the line, it's a Pokemon Center to reach. Oh, dang, really? Well, they're not off to a good start, are they? That sucks. That's unfortunate. Dang. Let me get this up. Starting with some Champions Ladder, then how do you spell segueing? Segueing. Is that even a word? Is segueing a word? Then pivoting? Maybe I should say then pivoting. How do you spell segueing? They won't play the tour. S-U-G-E? Wait, S-E-G-U-E? But is segueing a word? Like if I were to say then segueing into, or would it be then segue? Should I just say then pivoting? Should I just say pivoting? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. The word means follows. I think that's what it means. Starting with some Champions Ladder and segueing into opening ceremony. Oh my god, I'm so excited, guys. I'd love for you to join. Shine emoji, and then my Twitch. Boop. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, I haven't told any of my friends that are competing today. It's okay. It's okay. Always sounds much prettier than English. Okay, so we're, like I said, we're gonna start with some Champions Ladder grinding, and then we're gonna segue into opening ceremony. So I'm very excited to do this with you guys. And yes, okay, hold on, let me get this up. Let me see if I can actually get it up, because I tried getting like the Pokemon quiz up. Let me see. That way like Twitch chat can do it, but I don't know if I know how to like get that hardware in. So Twitch chat input, Juicity, nope. D-Liddy on. Connected to Twitch chat for, so, okay, hold on. I want to try something. We're just going to try something. We're going to try something real quick. Type a Pokemon name. Type a Pokemon name in chat. Twitch chat. It worked! Look, there's little Goomy. Oh my god, this is so fun, guys. We have a fun little game. How cute, how fun. Okay. So we will have that. Oh, stop the timer. Stop the timer. Stop the timer. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So that's fun. So that's really fun. That's really fun. That's really fun. We have. Okay. Oh my god. Heck yeah. All right, let's just get into some games. I haven't played Champions since the last time I streamed, which was Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't play it all yesterday. Oh my god, I went to go see that movie. Hold on. Have you guys seen on TikTok? It's called Buddy. I went to go see that yesterday. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. There's the movie called Buddy. It's like Barney, but it's like a horror Barney, but it's not Barney, but it's basically Barney. It was an interesting movie, I will say. Oh, now this is really small, so I need to get that back to there. Because now I don't have a gameplay screen. This will just be fine. I was also thinking, guys, would y'all be down for, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Would y'all be down during, like, obviously, Worlds and everything? Would you guys be open to doing some... maybe DAs? I tried finding my old camera. That way I could do resets for Type Null. Oh, who is this? I have a feeling they're gonna start with Garchomp. So, fishing back. Let's do this. I'm so hyped. Who are y'all thinking's gonna... I'm blanking. What's a DA? Sword and Shield DA, Dynamax Adventures. We could do some shiny hunting. What is on my desk? Yeah, I thought about having like the two screens side by side, so I was like, we could do that. do that. Could look for Sinistra. We have all weekend to do some fun stuff. We have all weekend. And I thought about cosplaying tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. We'll see. It's not how I thought they were gonna lead. I'm gonna Tailwind. And I'll bring in Sneasler. It's been a minute since I've done that. Somehow lost my original sword playthrough. Oh no! I only have the one I did for stream for a bit and I didn't finish it. I think you can... Do you have the DLC? Because you can go straight to the DLC as soon as you start the game. Like a fresh playthrough. You just have to like do the cutscenes for the first playthrough. Oh, well that kind of sucked. Well, we're off to a horrible, horrible start. I guess it's time to bring the fish, huh? Did I Tailwind? I did. I don't think so. I don't know what happened when I switched from my Lite to my Switch 1 a few years ago, but I don't have it anymore. That's crazy, really. I'm losing this. I'm gonna go ahead and run. I'm not gonna finish that. There's no way I win. Wait, I wonder what category I have to be in. I'm looking at... What category do I have to be in? I wonder. Can I change my category, maybe? Maybe Champions is okay. I think Champions is okay. The more I think about it. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we can stay in this one. Yeah. That was awful. That was so bad. Let me also get... I'm gonna be lurking in a lot of people's streams today. Like all my friends that are streaming. So let me go ahead and get... Okay. Potential Trick Room. We bring Shandy. I can't even think. I'm so excited. I can't even think straight. I'm so excited for Worlds. I wish I was there. I've been seeing all of my mutuals posting pictures and everything. I'm like, oh, it looks so fun. It looks so fun. But it's okay, because we're here. We're here and we get to watch it. This is the best seat in the house, honestly. For me, if I'm being so honest, this is the best seat in the house. Because we don't have to stand in no lines. I'm going to go to XP. I love the convention. I do too. All the merch. I'm really hoping. I really want that. I really want that jersey. Ooh, huge. That was so good. Let's do Moon Blast, because we're gonna try to Trick Room. I'm gonna imprison. Oh, you lived that. Visiting up, I'm a lurk. Ooh, yes! I'll be lurking in yours too. Happy worlds watching. Uh-oh. Live, live, live! Okay, well that was pointless. Because now they can Trick Room. That kind of sucks. Because now they... That really sucks. Oh, I am connected to the internet. Don't... Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, come on. Connect. Connect. Please. 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 Connect, or I'm gonna have to finish on my phone. Thank you. Connect. That's also such a powerful fan. Such a powerful little fan. Oh my god, get back to the game! Quickly, quickly! Who's in front of me? Why didn't I get a notification on Discord? I don't know. I added my... I think it went on. I don't know. Let me see. I'm pretty sure the ping went out. Yeah, it said I was live, but it also didn't say YouTube though. So I don't know. Justin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. And we just hit a new follow go. Thank you. I appreciate it. But welcome in, Christian, though. Hi, Sniper Wolf. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Very excited. It's hard for me to focus, I will say, because I'm so excited for to see all the matches today. So we got Mawa. How many more turns? I'm gonna keep Whimsicott out. I'm gonna swap into Rotom. Bum 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 bum. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I may open one pack. I may open one pack of from the ETB. Red Flare, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Ooh, Rotom. That's what I'm talking about. What is that noise? Don't play champions as much anymore. It'd be like that. What kinds of Trick Room? Are you watching the World stream? I am! I will be co-streaming Worlds. Unofficially. I have to say that. But I am co-streaming Worlds. But there still are drops on Twitch. Like badge drops. And then my own personal badge drops too. Which I'm really excited about. I drew it myself. I'm gonna Moonblast, and how many more times Trick Room? 2? I guess I'll try to overheat. Ooh. No! Poor Rotom. I don't think I can win this. Maybe if I like Moonblast Mawile. I should have protected on the Rotom. That's what I should have done. It's okay. Hi Dom! Welcome in! World's Fair Movie. Hi, I'm all fired up to see Mega Charizard wide mirrors. Yeah, so many Charizard wide mirrors. So many. I don't win this, which is unfortunate. But make sure y'all get y'all's Pokeball Pichu badges today. No. Boo. They triggered it again. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. They got it. They got it. I really do think we might do some DAs too today. I forget the paths that I have. Who do I have? Who do I have? Should we check just to see? Because I don't even remember. What paths do I have? I'll join if you do some DAs. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna, we're gonna do some DAs probably later on. I just can't remember who I have. I would like to do an Ultra Beast, but I don't have that. And how do you get the Ultra Beast? By the badges, you get to choose between Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur. So the free one is Pichu. It's like a regular Pokeball Pichu, and you get that for watching 20 minutes of like anyone in a Pokemon category. So I believe Pokemon Champions is considered one of the categories. So just watch a stream for 20 minutes, you'll get that. But you get Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur by subbing or gifting a sub. And then, yeah, but Pichu's free. Pichu's free. And then once World starts, my own personal badge of Crying Torkoal will be available, which you just watch 1 hour out of the entire weekend, just 1 hour. Could be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. You know, it doesn't have to be an hour in a row, like a straight hour, but you watch a single hour together and you'll get the Crying Torkoal badge. Or if you gift a sub, you'll get the Crying Torkoal badge. Wasn't sure if they were randomized. I think they're randomized. I believe so. I'm pretty sure they're random. I actually don't know. You know, I love EGSD, but when Worlds pop off, I got to watch. Oh, I'm definitely switching over. We're only playing Champions up until Worlds, and then we're segueing back into opening ceremony. We're watching Worlds. I forgot to change my title over on YouTube. Let me see who I have. Who do I have? Xerneas, Kyogre, Heatran. Okay. Okay. So you have Xerneas, Kyogre, and Heatran. Nice. You're good now? That's good. Let me change my title. Thank you for reminding me, Donnie. There. Why wouldn't it let me do that? Is it because it's in parentheses? Bracket? Oh, I see why. That's so strange. Okay. I'll just say then. That's so strange. Okay, there we go. I changed it. Lucky enough to get a shiny King Gambit. Ooh, they are doing that, aren't they? In Scarlet Violet, they do have outbreaks for that. But I haven't done that yet, no. No, I have not done that yet. Ooh, no one look at my... Maybe it's time to... I just need to lock in. My mind is everywhere because I'm so excited. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. 7-star raids with Mighty Mark 2. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, heck yeah. I really do think September started today. What if I try? What did it say? I don't know. I'm not. Meganium. Let's do... Hi, Leafeon. Welcome in. Opening ceremony myself. I have a strong feeling Nate's gonna perform here live just like he did be on live last year. What Pokemon you think is gonna win? Chat. What are y'all thinking? I feel like Blastoise has a really, really strong chance of winning this year. If they lead... Zardwai. Zardwai definitely has a strong chance too. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see Raichu Y. I would love to see Raichu Y win it. I unfortunately don't think it's going to. Delphox. Delphox has a high chance too. I can see the fox. For my Blastoise boy to get some love. Has Blastoise never won a regional? I mean, I don't know the Mega's past champion winners. Favorite one, so of course I would love to see it. Be a good one. I might put my hoodie on because I'm a little chilly. What do I do here? Tailwind. And Dire Claw just to break Sash, maybe. You think T-Tar? T-Tar does have a winning shot. Oh. Just depends, I guess. Always outshines. Yeah. Oh my god. What is up with today? What are these? What am I? I'm not playing well. And I know I'm not. And it's because I'm overly excited. I may open a pack of Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna lie, I may. Ooh, do you think it's Wide Guard? I think it is. Oh, he has the Sash. Got it. Well, I should have doubled into it if I knew that. Oh, we win weather. What are you about to do? Tailwind. Okay. Thanks, Sniper Wolf. See you later. I just double up into Meganium? Don't flinch, please. Thank you. Chaladon. Still in a good do they protect? No. Hey. Yippee! Oh, it does start. Okay, so I was correct. So now till October 1st, subs are discounted. So like 1 month fresh, I don't know why gift subs aren't discounted, which I think is dumb, but like fresh 1 month subs are 25% off. So that's exciting. That's exciting. That's fun and fresh. Fun, fresh, exciting. Fun, fresh, funky. Is that what I want to say? Sure. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I saw it somewhere on Twitter. Period. What is this? What is going on here? Staraptor. Okay. I do think I need to lead these two. Fish and Floette. Or should I lead... Do you think they lead Gambit? I think it's gonna be Whimsicott Staraptor. That's how they... I mean, that's how you normally lead those type of teams. But my luck will probably be like Armarouge and Gambit or something. I don't know. I don't know. I had to tell Will I'll be lurking in his stream. Trying to predict their lead and hard counters accordingly. Right. Okay, so what did I say? I literally said they're... Oh my god. No. Well, no, this isn't terrible. I am smart. I will say. But this is not the end of the world. Because I can just do that. I am about to grab my... Now, if I wear this hoodie, do you think I'm going to manifest it winning? I have my Zard Y hoodie over there. If I wear it, do you think I'm going to manifest Zard Y winning? I don't want that to happen. I'm just chilly. I don't want that to happen. So maybe I will just keep it off. That's a lie. I'm probably going to put it on. Who's in front of me? This extremely expecting the armor should trick room for some reason. I don't know what the armor is going to do. So Gambit's gone, so I can bring out this guy. I'm glad they didn't trick room. What did Gambit do? I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna Moonblast into Staraptor and like flip turn. Oh. Just Oko before it could do anything. Yeah. This works. This works. Oh, and welcome back, Donnie, by the way. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. 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 Well, that's fine. Calling Whimstar leader with King and I love Whimsicott as long as I'm the one using it. If I'm going up against Whimsicott, absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. I do think I am gonna grab my hoodie. I just hope I don't manifest Zardwai to win, but I am chilly. I'll do another match before I do it. My Whimsicott answer is my own Whimsicott. Yep. Truly. Truly. Ooh, interesting. Okay. OP2. I want to bring Chandelure for Imprison, but I'm not going to. Floette and Rotom. I think, yeah. He needs no help. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you can do that? Hold on. I want to try that. I didn't know you could at people in your... Does that work? You can at people in your title? I don't know if it worked or not. I'll have to go to my own stream and find out. Steal it. You just have to balance with plushie and center frame. Tailwind. Oh, you can. That's so cool. Okay. Also convinced Zardwai players share the same brain cells when it comes to facing my Lycanroc. I can see that. Should have brought Chandelure. Because my Floette does not like this at all. They probably protect Steelix, don't they? They don't. But it also did not do much. Ooh. This is not turning out well. This is not turning out well at all. Still watching this Raptor. Oh, really? Why did I just Thunderbolt into Steelix? I misclicked. I misclicked. Maybe they won't. What's going on with my internet connection with my Switch? Let's do our job, Switch. Let's not disconnect. I need to hardwire it up to the Ethernet. I need to do that. Never switch and always take slow back to the face. Oh no! Did I lose my... I must have lost my Floette. This match is over. This match is over. I don't even know what happened. I can't even say what happened. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take a break to break from champions. I want to open up a pack of cards. I do. Probably just lack of experience facing... Oh. I can't play anything online more than a few hours without losing connection with my Switch. Okay, so that's real... So I thought it's just not me. It's good to know. Oopsies. These are for subs. 2 subs for a Pokemon pack, but I really want to open up right now. So I've been so good and I haven't opened this. I've had it for a week. So why not just a celebratory pack opening? My boyfriend had to make a whole different Wi-Fi network just for my Switch. Really? One Switch networks perfectly. See, mine disconnects all the time. That happens to me too. I play on mobile. Really? Also, welcome to chat for the first time, Nameless. Discovered the Switch doesn't like 5G. Interesting. Sometimes when I'm like playing off stream, it will disconnect and I'll have to, and it won't reconnect, and I'll have to finish the match on my phone, which is kind of silly. On one, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. Look at the, come here. Y'all come here. Look at this indentation. I'm glad that I'm opening it, right? And not wanting to keep it forever. They shoved this into the mailbox. They shoved this into the mailbox. Which is crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, let's look at the cards. Because there are some pretty cool cards in here that I do want. And I want to show you all the ones that I really want. This is a good set, by the way. I want that one. I want that one. I want that. Him, because he looks silly. Look at him. He looks really silly. I want... Where have we been? Right here. I want him. I want... Where's the Morpeko? Where's Morpeko? I know that Morpeko's in here. Oh, right here. I need this Morpeko more than anything I've ever needed in my entire life. I've been watching your streams for a while. Oh no, you're so fine. I appreciate the lurks. I appreciate you. You think they will show anything for champions? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm unsure. It would be cool if they did. Here's our promo, which is a pretty cool promo card. I think that's pretty sick. Alright, only one pack. One pack. The rest are going to be for 2 subs per pack. So we'll put you back. Ugh. Ladder's mind numbing. I need a change. Yeah. Me too, Totodile. Would steal those books from me and circle the ones she wanted in heart, so I knew. Oh, that's cute. You got Darkrai in Portuguese? Sick. So cool. Alright. What's the energy, chat? What's the energy? We got a Venusaur TCG Live situation. What energy are we going with? Dark. Okay. Dark. I'm gonna go with... I don't know what I'm gonna go with. Let's see if you're right, Totodile. Fire. Let's see if we get anything. Oh, that's cute. Little charger bug. Look at the baby. Okay, type null. I would like the... Is it Skilvery? I think that's how you pronounce it. Cute. Do we get a hit in the first pack? If we did, that'd be pretty cool. Ooh, that's cool, Bayonet. Nope. And that's okay. And that's okay. This is actually a pretty cool card. Look at that. That's pretty sick. I'm wearing my fire outfit and ponytail hat. That's actually a really fun card. I love this art. Wow, okay. Love that. Okay. Shall we do more champions, or should we do a little bit of start our... Do we have time to do like a DA hunt? We have 30 minutes. You know you have 30 minutes. 30 minutes! What do you guys want to do? Whoever has been doing the Ghost Pokemon art for the last couple of sets must be a Ghost Pokemon fan. I'm a Ghost Pokemon fan, and this Bayonet card is I really do like this art. Ghost is my favorite type. You'll join a DA. Look like on the Gengars, they all look good. I haven't seen them. I'll have to look it up. I think we could get through a DA in 30 minutes. What do you think? I think we can get through a DA. Or should we just... We can try. We can try. Actually, I lied. Abby, you'll be in the DA. You'll be in the DA, just not yet. I'm fearful that it'll take too long. Because DAs are weird. They can either go super quick or super dragged out. I need to do something with all my bulk, if I'm being so honest. What are the Ds you have? Kyogre, Xerneas, and be on standby, period. Who's the third one? Heatran. Heatran. I would really like to have a, an Ultra Beast, but I don't have the Ultra Beast unlocked yet. Don't have any of those I can join to. Okay. I really want an Ultra Beast one though. If anyone has Ultra Beast path, preferably, what's the electric one? Won't be home for 2 hours. Oh no, you're fine. Zergatree. I like that one. Zergatree's pretty cool. Donate my bulk to local card shops to help promote play. I might have to do that. I have like this bit. I have so much bulk. It's unbelievable. So it's Mega Venusaur. Stack Attack was awesome to get for me. Oh, did you get a shiny one? I really like Zergatree. How do you unlock them? Do I have my bulk to kids that can afford cards? Oh, I love that. And my first Master Ball rank. Trick Room is so fun. Huh. It's a roll, everything. I thought, didn't you have? I thought you had to unlock something. Like you had to unlock. I can't remember. Like all of the paths or catch like Rayquaza or something. I'm about to look it up. I'm actually about to Google it myself. You don't have to. Because I swear it's something like that. I have paths for Lunala, Cresselia, and Kyogre. No Ultra Beast. Do you have them unlocked? How to unlock Ultra Beast? For DA. Ghost Scream started on YouTube. I changed to Champion Scream. Should follow suit sometime. Wait. I'd imagine the Champion Scream. Oh, really? Let me pull up Twitch real quick. For... I think it's Catch Necrozma and DA. I forgot I'm playing a match. I forgot I'm playing a match. I forgot I'm playing a match. Uh-oh. I'm burned? It says unlock Ultra Beasts and Pokemon. You must... Okay. And then you have to catch Calyrex, the Reggies, and the Galarian birds. Then pick up the glowing... Okay. Okay. So, I don't have that unlocked. Does anyone have that unlocked? I don't. It would be fun to do that. Okay, let me lock in real fast. Who's in front of me? These two. I don't want to bring you. Oh God, this is so bad. I guess I could Psychic to get rid of this thing. And... Dire Claw Sneasler? Maybe I can put it to sleep? Or I'm gonna close combat. It might do more. I have no idea. but would need to go get a pass, which is random. Okay. Well, if you get bored today, Dom. If you get bored, you know. No, why they swap? Why does everyone hate me? Have you done the Crown Tundra story? I did so this is my second, no, it's not, it's like my third or fourth time playing through Sword Shield. So no, I haven't done this one yet. The first time I did, hold on. So the first time I just want to run. I just want to run. Thank you for the follow, Bo. Is it Bo? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly. If not, I apologize. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I did on my OG Nintendo Switch. But then my dog, at the time, got a hold of my Switch when I was at work and ate it. Like, ate my Switch console. Destroyed. Shredded. I have a picture. I'll have to find it, but gone. Special Arcanine? I don't know. Oh! Just realized I was following. Oh, well. Welcome in. I appreciate the follow. I don't know what's up with this Arcanine. So when it ate... When he ate my Switch and I got a new one, I was able to, okay, so we're just gonna not do this because I can't talk and play, and I rather talk. When he ate my Switch, and I was able to get all my games back for free and not, have to pay anything. But I lost my save file. Therefore, I had to play through everything over again. Like, I lost my OG Scarlet save file. I lost my OG Sword. No, I had Shield. Sword. Okay, so I had Pokemon Shield. He ate the game. Like, the actual little game thing. I'm gonna have to try to find a picture, because you guys are not gonna believe me if I'm being truthful. And I have a picture. I sent it to Pookie. Totodile, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. You could use that anywhere and you used it here, so I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. One more sub and I open another pack of Pokemon cards. I sent the picture to Pookie because I was so mad this day. I was so mad. I was hot. And all I could do is tell my dog to go away. Because I was that mad. I didn't even spank him. I was heated. When did that happen? I think it was before Miami. I think we were pretty freshly kind of dating. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this picture because I need y'all to see and believe me. If that happens to me or my kids accidentally erase anything, I'm out and retired. I was so mad. I gotta find this picture. Dang, where was it? Was it before Blackpink? When did he eat my Switch? And then I can show you the dog that the little puppy, not even puppy, the dog that ate it. Am I getting close? Okay, that's the beginning of time. Got it, got it. Oh my god. There's Taylor Swift. There's... So where is it? I know I sent it to him. Okay, guys. I don't know where it's at, and I don't know how far back it was. Like, I don't remember the time frame. Okay, there's when he got there's when he got neutered. I'm not seeing it, so I may... Y'all can call me a liar, I guess. But there is pictures. There are pictures. Can I type in, 8 my switch, maybe? 8 my switch. Nope. Switch? Maybe that's crazy. I just want to show you the pictures, though. That's the insane part. Oh, well. I don't care. I'm not going to keep looking for it. Just know my dog ate my Switch, and he ate my sword shield game, and I lost my save file for everything. So, yeah. That was fun. That was really fun. We have 20 minutes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Working in veterinary medicine, mainly I had surgery, and I've had a dog come in for a Switch 1 controller, foreign body, and its stomach, and I've also had one for an Apple AirTag. They just be eating it. And the thing is, I when I would go to work, I would leave him in a crate. I crate train my dogs. I'm sorry. If y'all want to get mad at me for that, I do. But they're safer in a crate when you're not home versus having the entire house to get into. Okay? He got out of his crate. It's healthy. He got out of his crate when I was at work. The only thing he messed with, he had roam of the entire house. The entire house. The only thing he messed with was my Switch. That was it. He had 12, like maybe between, I don't know. I work in, so he like 12 hours of freedom. Maybe 8, because I don't know when he got out. So, well, let's just say he had 8 hours of freedom. And the only thing he destroyed or touched was my Nintendo Switch. Teaches him to self-soothe, leads to a dog that doesn't eat shit when left out. Exactly. So yeah, that was oh my god, I got bit by another mosquito! These mosquitoes are feral today. But yeah. 8 hours, and that was, he had free, he could have got my TV, he could have got like wires, he could have got anything else, but he got my Switch, which is a good thing, which is actually a really good thing, because he could have honestly really got hurt if he got anything else. Don't remember the AirTag was funny because they were on vacation here in the US and they thought that their luggage was being stolen. Because they got the alert from an AirTag. That's hysterical. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty hysterical. Oh wait, something's happening. Is that like this like a pre-show? Here. There's a pre-show going on. We can watch this. Also, hold on. I gotta pull one more thing up for me. Okay. There. What happened to the... Hello? Oh, there you go. Is this a segue into the live performance? Maybe. There are a few times in my career that... Can also, how's the... Should I turn it up more? How's the volume? Turn it up a little bit. Okay.
Awesome. And how about TCG? It's really around that one big bad Pokemon, Dragapult EX. You can't run and you can't hide from him. He is.
How does that sound in comparison to my voice? Are we good? Turn it up more, turn it down.
We're going to see if there's another deck that could dethrone it. We had a similar metagame 10 years ago. Two very dominant decks, very dominant archetypes. And it was actually a rogue deck that was able to take the tournament down. So who knows? We could see another surprise back in San Francisco after 10 years.
Ooh, I love that. A look back is so fun. I know we have the museum as well here in the venue. I'm not sure if that rogue deck is featured. I sure hope it is. There's a lot of cool moments throughout TCG's history. But how about for Pokemon Go, Amanda? What should we be looking forward to watching all weekend long?
So I feel like Go is in this unique position right now. We're kind of at the Venn diagram middle between the video game and Unite, because as the video game has moved on to a new thing, this will actually be the last season for Go to have an individual world champion, as we are moving to 3 versus 3 for the world championship.
That scared me.
Next season. So that's a big accolade that I think a lot of people are really hoping that they'll be able to claim.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a few world champions already, and one more to take that solo throne is so exciting. Pokemon Unite, we are in a bit of a sweet and sour situation. It is the final time for Pokemon Unite.
That's so sad for Pokemon Unite.
However, we could not have picked a bigger stage, bigger venue to crown.
So, like, what's gonna happen to them?
Champion. That is going to be the major storyline to watch.
Look at that stage. Look at the big... I wish I was there.
That trophy at the Chase Center this weekend, by the way. We're switching venues and going to one of the biggest that San Francisco has to offer for our grand finals. That is going to be just incredible. I cannot wait to see all the competitions all day long on that championship Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is why we think you should be watching, but maybe you're asking, who should I be watching? Well, that's our next job. So Rosemary, what players do we have to watch in the video game over the weekend?
It was so hard to just narrow it down to 3 competitors, because it is the World Championships and we've got the top trainers from around the world that are going to be competing here this weekend. But we've got Wolf Glick, Marco Silva, and Ko Tsukide as your players to watch for the video game. Wolf Glick needs no introduction. This man won the World Championships 10 years ago, and now it could be his time to get a second title. He came off the back of a second place at the first regional championships that we had in Pokemon Champions, and he's always a meta innovator. He thinks about what is going to be strong and how can I beat that, and that's why he had Mega Steelix at that regional championships. Marco Silva from Italy is going to be our next player to watch. He is a 3-time international champion. Only one of few competitors that can say that they've even won twice.
I'm getting my hoodie. I'm grabbing my hoodie.
World Championship title. So that's why eyes are on him this weekend to see if he can finally claim that. Last but certainly not least, Ko Tsukide. He is a world champion from the seniors division in 2019, but Ko has been on an absolute international tear this season, top cutting both the international championships that he attended as well as the Japan Nationals just a couple of months ago. So if there's anybody that you should be keeping an eye on in Japan, it is Ko.
Wow, I mean, a absolute lineup there on the VG. We had people cheering in the crowd just for the player cards on players to watch. So yeah, some huge faces of the community here at the World Championships. So exciting. I know the trading card game is...
I better not manifest Zard Y winning by wearing this. Oop, hold on.
No exception, we've got international talent coming from all over the world. Our 3 players to watch are from a mixture of different regions. Yoshiyuki Yamaguchi, player for many, many years, had a great season coming over to a regional championships in Houston and taking it down. Eyes are definitely on him to see if Japan can win a world championship on their 10th anniversary. Toward Reklev, no introduction for this man. Did the global circuit, the Grand Slam, the only player to win all 4 international championships. Is also missing that elusive world championship title. Got so close in Yokohama. He's still looking for that championship win. And of course, our defending world champion, Riley McKay. Can't ride off the back of Gardevoir this year, but he's a very talented player. We'll have to see what deck he decides to bring this year.
I'm about to turn it up more, actually.
Interesting. Okay, so maybe even a rogue option for Riley McKay.
How does that sound? Is that better?
We're already talking about Big Bad Dragapult. Do you think all 3 of these players to watch are bringing the notorious, maybe infamous Dragapult this weekend?
I know I can probably speak for Tord. Now, Tord has played Dragapult to a lot of different events, but he loves his trade ability on Zoroark. He played that to the North American International Championships where he made top cut. I wouldn't be so shocked to see him come back with another
A little bit
innovative
more.
Zoroark
I don't think I
build
can turn it
and
up
try and take
more.
down this tournament.
And isn't that not the spirit of the World Championships? Trainers with their iconic partner Pokemon. I mean, that just...
Red Flare, thank you for gifting a sub to Sundays. That's so nice of you. I appreciate it.
There are
Perfect.
so
Okay.
many talented
All right,
Go
we got
players,
another pack to
and
open.
I know that
We got
when
another
we
pack to
say
open.
Go, since we've been a little bit relatively
They're
more
still
new,
talking,
you
so
can
I'll
see
open
that we
it.
haven't had any
I
other
appreciate that.
World
Thank you so
champions,
much.
But the keyword is yet, because the first person we want to look at here is Beelzeboy. Last season,
Wait,
Anaheim
you gifted
World
3
champion.
subs.
He is from
Wait.
India, but he's actually
Wait, Red
champion
Flare!
to play
Thank you
a
for
couple
gifting
times in
3
North America
subs.
and also international championships, and has
So
taken
nice of
part
you.
in
I
those. So
greatly
he is
appreciate
still
that.
really
Thank
going
you,
through
thank
this season
you.
quite ferociously.
Let me see if it
Next
sounds
up,
better.
we
Hold
have
on.
Nighttime Clasher. We're going to call him Mr. Worldwide at this point because he's been playing in North America, Europe, and Oceania.
I guess it doesn't sound
He
terrible.
also got first place at the Latin
Okay.
American International Championships. He is also leading NA on the
What is that,
leaderboard,
2
so
packs?
definitely a player that wants to be able to get this World Championship title. And last, but
And you
again,
should
can't
get your
say last but
badge,
not least.
too.
We're always saying it, but we have to really.
You should
say
actually
this
get all
because
3.
the Spanish
Since you gifted 3.
sensation Pato Man is arguably the best trainer in Pokemon Go right now. I think you could ask 10 trainers and probably 10 out of 10 will say that he's had the best season. He was the champion of EUIC 2 years in a row. He was our finalist last season in Anaheim, and I think a lot of people are wondering if he's going to take it all the way this year.
I love that. I mean, the World Championships always has that vibe. It's a championship of champions every single time. Feels like Pokemon Go really leaning into that.
I have the
this time
packs.
around.
I'm gonna wait
Well,
to
I gave
open them.
everybody else the
I
chance to
owe
say
you.
3 players
I
to
owe you
watch.
the pack
I'm, of course,
openings.
gonna allow Unite to talk about
I'm gonna see if there's gonna
15
be like a little
players
break
to
or
watch,
anything.
And they're gonna be sectioned off into 3 different teams. We have some teams coming from all over the world, of course, just like
Oops.
every title. And the first one we gotta talk about is Fennel from Japan. This team is unbelievable. To tell you the truth, it doesn't feel like they know how to lose the video game at any point in time. Every single championship that this team has been a part of this year, they have
What is
won
this, Unite?
and are former
Yeah, it is Unite.
world champions
Unite looks
in
tough.
Honolulu just a couple years ago. This team is looking on a whole nother level. Moving on to the next team, though, in North America is Root Dignitas. Zugrug, not a huge fan of Umbreon there. I am. I got a pin for it. But Zugrug leading the way for Root Dignitas. This team is looking amazing this year. Champions at LAIC and at NAIC this year, as well as a really strong performance in the Asian Champions League. A lot of players on that team hunting for a World Championship title, but this could be the one to do it. Take a look at their group stage later on the Unite show, though. Crazy start for their tournament. And after them, we have the reigning world champions, Peru Unite, who last year in Anaheim were able to dominate the competition in the arena. They're looking
I like
to
the guy
do
that has
so
the
again.
Umbreon
It's a strange
plush.
season for this team, ups and downs, but they are on the up going into the World Championships when they won the Latin America America Regional League, taking down teams from Brazil, Latin America, South, and North. So doing an amazing season. They look poised to be a real contender at this tournament. So that is going to be what the major storylines we think you should be watching this weekend, and some of the players that you should be watching. But we also want to give you even more reasons to be watching the World Championships, as well as all the broadcasts associated. We got drops, we got distros. Rosemary, what are we giving away in the video game?
Well, well, well. We do have an Incineroar that you can grab inside Pokemon Champions for just watching 60 minutes of the stream. And alongside of that, we are also giving away some other in-game items so that if you don't want to use Incineroar on your next team, you can actually get a recruitment for a new Pokemon and train it up.
Incineroar.
So make sure that you're sticking around and watching the stream.
Oh,
The recent
Incineroar.
launch of Champions, a lot of new resources. Even if you're a new player, these seem like great drops that you could add to your collection. Maybe get some of those Pokemon recruited onto your team. Ethan, I know the trading card game, you got a few of these lined up. So what's going on in the world of drops in the trading card game?
We've got a whole mixture of things. Look at all those
Shiny
things
hunt that.
within the Pokemon trading card game live.
Ooh, they get some good
Of course,
stuff.
Exclusive worlds, accessories, deck box, some cosmetics for your avatar. There's a mixed Zero Aura playset, the Mega Zero Aura EX. It's got 2 of the special art rares, so, you know, nice way to bling out your deck a bit, as well as a special worlds loot crate. Get all of that from watching the stream. It's going to be plenty of awesome action this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, huge shout out to Ethan, by the way. At home, I'm sure you can read that just fine on your screen, but that is some small font that Ethan was able to read on the monitor that we have in front of us. So, peek behind the curtain there, but great work, Ethan. That's in the trading card game for Trading Card Game Live. But how about for Pokemon Go? What do we got for drops?
Yeah, Ethan's eyesight is impeccable, but for Go, there's also some very cool things that you are going to be able to do just by watching. And the main thing, you can see him raising that trophy there. You will be able to get a Tinkaton based off of Beelzebub's
Aw.
team last year that he was able to take that World Championship. Not only that, you're going to have a little choose your own adventure for watching 30 minutes. You can choose between going down a Lickitung, Totodile, or the Wooper path. So I don't know, Zoinks, what would you pick if you're playing?
Oh, I'm going Totodile.
All the way?
Please. I love that
Wooper.
Pokemon. I mean, it wouldn't even be a choice. You're going Wooper?
Yeah, Clodsire is so good.
Ethan,
So
what are you
cute.
picking?
I agree. Clodsire is pretty cool.
Clodsire.
Like it's now.
I have to go Licky Licky is probably going to be the major Pokemon in our meta, so pay attention to that this weekend. But yes, you're going to want to make sure you're
That's
watching
so
because you'll get
Licky
a weak
Licky
TM as
being a
well.
meta
So you can use
Pokemon
that to take away a charge attack on your Pokemon.
sounds so
Oh, I love that.
strange
Prepare
to
for
me.
Future competitions, even in the Pokemon Go season. That's a great job. A great time to do it right now. Pokemon Unite, we got some really cool drops this time around for the World Championships. Of course, we got your classics, that World Championship sticker, but we also have license art, and then one of my favorite drops that we have ever had. If you watch Worlds for 45 minutes, you actually get a license of Pokemon that you can play in-game, one of the 5 Pokemon that Peru used to win that game-winning match in Anaheim last year. Leafeon, Psyduck, Zacian, Inteleon, and Crustle. Those middle two, Zacian and Psyduck, those are going to be meta-relevant threats this weekend. They are going to be banned. They are going to be picked. We're going to see a lot of them on the Pokemon Unite broadcast. So, we have so many rewards that you could be getting for watching any of our games. I know in the Pokemon XP broadcast, we also have things to be given away. So, check out so many amazing moments
how
at
do I
this year's
get
World
no,
Championships
shoot.
in 2026. Which is,
Shoot.
well, not exactly a rerun, but a return. As 10 years ago, the World Championships was held here in San Francisco.
You mean to tell me Zardwai
Well,
is
getting the
Meta
chance to
Unite?
showcase
Oh, it's
Pokemon in
not?
this incredible city yet again. That's got us in the nostalgic mood a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know anything about
One of
Unite.
maybe our favorite competitive memories of all Pokemon. Rosemary, how about you?
Well, being in San Francisco, it just makes me remember our time in Japan just a couple of years ago. Another way that we could commemorate a huge milestone for the Pokemon franchise. And so to see how the city was set up for everyone to enjoy and how San Francisco is now, it's just a great time to be a Pokemon fan.
Absolutely. Ethan, how about you?
Got a flashback to 10 years ago. What a tournament it was before in San Francisco. The change inside from a hotel ballroom to now this incredibly expansive convention center. really seeing that rogue deck take down the tournament, shocking the entire world. I'm really curious to see if we'll have that happen again.
Awesome. Rapid fire for you, Lundberger.
I mean, I think at the same point, too, just being able to be in a stadium last season was such a big thing for Go. Going from a stage to a stadium is absolutely incredible, and we're going to get to go ahead and do it again this year.
I cannot wait. I've
Period.
loved all the world championships that we have had in previous years. It has been so fun, but like I said, we are getting bigger and better for this year's Pokemon XP and World Championships. San Francisco has been home to legendary Pokemon moments across so many of our titles, but this year it is going to be so fun. So let's throw it to our opening ceremonies.
Yay! Oh, do we have 2 minutes? Okay, perfect, actually. So let me open these packs. Thank you again, Red Flare. Thank you again so much for gifting out 3 subs to the community. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's open these 2 packs before it starts. It's another fire one. Oh, that's so cool. You were so right about these ghost ones. They're so good. Oh. Apparently don't know how to do it. Oh, a little Litwick. Adorable. And then Primarina. Okay. This is a guy. You give a Zardwa. Zardwa drip. I had to get without it. I appreciate it. Gotta be a ghost lover. They have to be. Ooh, it's water. Okay. Can we get one of our chases? Or maybe something? Okay. An EX. We take. It's pretty. Very sparkly. Very, very sparkly. We take. Okay. Alright. It's about to start. Oh my god, so exciting. Yeah. Let me swap it over. There you go. I have so much trash I'm gonna have to throw away next time I get up. Yay! Oh, look at them. Pikachus. Aw, boy and a girl. Jirachi. That's awesome. Thank you. Dom got it for me from NEIC. Look at them.
Here we stand at the start of a new day, looking out on a new adventure. No one knows where the road will take us. Ready, set, 'cause now it's time to go.
I miss Fluttermane.
Finally see who we're meant to be. Every step of the way tells a story. Every challenge will show us who we are. Now we ride side by side to glory. Together, you and I will touch the stars, and then we'll do it all over again. 'Cause even if we lose our way, we'll always say,
Cute.
here we go. Here we go again. And it's even better than last time. Here we go. Here we go again. Memories last at a lifetime. Face a new day, take it our way. With all our
Look at all the Umbreons. Oh my god. I miss you, Moongi. Tempest, welcome in. Yeah, Worlds is today till Sunday. You made it just in time. I thought he was gonna hit him. Fluttermane, I miss you! This is a really good opening. Not gonna lie. Gengar! That was so cute! Yay!
Hello, trainers, and good morning. To start things off, we are about to take you on a musical journey from the past through the present. Celebrating 30 years of Pokemon, we'll start today by bringing you the great music of Kanto. I'm your conductor, Charlie Rosen, and we are the 8-Bit Big Band. Thank you so much. Please enjoy.
8-Bit Big Band. I think that's what they said. That's so cool. Look at his little tambourine. You better shake that tambourine, sir. Didn't get mega forms. I agree. Missed opportunity. You better blow that whistle. Ooh, showgirls! This is so fun! I love when they do the kick! Hey! Okay. I would go to something like this, like an orchestra live Pokemon. They need to go on tour. Hey. I also agree, East. There be signs like hiring a live orchestra to watch real life Pokemon, provide music. Oh, he's got a guitar now. A man of all sorts. Hi Sundays, welcome in. Happy Worlds. I love this. I love that. That was so good.
Thank you so much.
I got chills.
Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna lie, that gave me chills.
Well, that journey through Kanto was actually only just the start of our program this morning, trainers. Now, join me as we travel across generations to celebrate the amazing 30-year legacy of Pokemon. Thank you so much.
Where are we going now? Johto? Ooh. Okay. This is where I started my little trainer journey. Pokemon Gold. Ugh. Johto will always have my heart. Hey, hey, hey! Okay, footwork, footwork. Sinnoh. My favorite region. I'm sorry. Sinnoh's my favorite region. Gen 4? Top tier. Oh, why do you keep doing that? So that's loud in my ear. My first playthrough of Pokemon Ruby was my first game I actually owned myself. This is my favorite generation. I love that. I'm sorry that you never got to finish, but I'm glad that you have a game that you connect with more. Aww. I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds to check on Pookie real fast. No one go anywhere. Enjoy the show. Not champions. Scarlet Violet has my heart too because it's when I got into competitive Pokemon. Y'all think they'll do ones and waves? Wouldn't that be such a fun little surprise? Yay! Again! Encore! Again!
Hello, and welcome to the 2026 Pokemon World Championships and Pokemon XP. While we're at it, let's give it up one more time for our fabulous dancers and the 8-bit big band.
Okay. 8-bit big band.
I mean, come on. No matter when you first discovered Pokemon, I hope hearing those medleys from our orchestra transported you back to some happy and cheerful memories. Hi, I'm Gabby Durden. I'm your host for this weekend's festivities. And just like you, I've loved Pokemon since I was a small child, forming my first core memories. So I'm beyond honored to be here on this stage, coming to you live from San Francisco, California.
Okay. San Fran.
This weekend is extra special for all of us. One part of our event commemorates the hard work of our trainers as they conclude their journey to become world champions across 4 titles. Pokemon champions,
maybe not, Red Flare.
the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go,
Dang, there's a lot of
and
go.
Pokemon Unite.
A lot of Unite too. Look at Smeargle.
And even more adventure awaits with our first ever Pokemon XP, where we couldn't be more excited for you to join us for activities, panels, attractions, and much more throughout the weekend. All right, 2 incredible events, 1 unforgettable weekend, and you better believe we're gonna make sure it's one for the record books. But I think we should get things started, shall we?
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to introduce to the stage the president and CEO
Big
of the Pokemon
Pikachu!
Company, Mr. Tsunekazu Ishihara.
Big Pikachu! Big Pika! Mr. Pikachu, everybody. Look at his jacket. I love.
Pokemon トレーナーの皆さん、こんにちは。ポケモンワールドチャンピオンシッ
Look at
プ
Cosmo.
そしてポケモン XP にようこそ。
Hello, trainers, and welcome to the 2026 Pokemon World Championships and Pokemon XP.
会場にお集まりいただいた皆さん、そして世界中からライブ配信をご視聴していただいている皆さんに、まずは心より感謝申し上げます。
First, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone gathered here today, as well as all of you from around the world joining us online.
世界チャンピオンの座をかけて競技に挑む方も、ご家族やご友人とともにポケモン XP を楽しむために来られた方も、この場で一緒にポケモン30周年を迎えられることを大変嬉しく思います。
And whether you're here to compete for the title of World Champion, or you've come with family and friends to enjoy Pokemon XP, I'm truly delighted that we can all be here together on Pokemon's 30th anniversary.
ポケモン XP での数々の体験から日曜日にチェイスセンターで行われる決勝戦まで、この週末はたくさんの楽しみが待っています。トレーナーの皆さんにとって忘れがたい週末になることを確信しています。
And from all the exciting experience we have waiting for you at Pokemon XP to the World Championship Finals we're going to have at Chase Center on Sunday, this weekend is sure to be a lot of fun and one that I think trainers will remember for many years to come.
ここにたどり着くまで戦い続けてきた選手の皆さん皆さんの努力、情熱、そして挑戦し続ける姿はいつの日かこのステージに立ちたいと願う未来のトレーナーたちの憧れとなり希望となっています。
And to all of the competitors who have battled their way here, truly your hard work, passion, and determination inspire future trainers to dream of one day standing on this very stage. You truly represent both an aspiration and a source of hope for the next generation.
皆さんが今日ここにいることが次の世代への夢をつないでいます。そのことに誇りを持って最後まで全力で競技を楽しんでください。
Just by being here today, you are helping pass those dreams on to the future. And take pride in that and enjoy every moment of the competition as you give it your best to the very end.
それでは 健闘をお祈りしています。
And with that, I wish you all the best of luck in your battles.
Thank you, Mr. Pikachu.
Thank you, Mr. Ishihara, for setting the stage. Oh, so beautifully. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can feel the energy in this room. I can sense the excitement to compete. More than 2,000 trainers have descended upon San Francisco to test their skills and fight with all their might to become the next Pokemon World Champion. Competitors, the time has come. Please make your way over to the play tables to kick off your matches.
Good luck to them. Good luck to them.
And before we get into the action, our casters are prepped to walk you through everything in store this weekend. So everybody, let the 2026 Pokemon World Championships begin.
Yay! Look at all the plushies. I love when I see I love when I see them flying in the air.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2026 Pokemon World Championships here in San
My
Francisco,
goats.
California. Aaron, I am so honored and excited to be kicking off the show with you.
It is so good to be back, Rosemary. It felt like yesterday we were in Anaheim casting the World Championship Finals. It's been a whole year. A whole new game has come out in Pokemon Champions, and I think that this is going to be a very, very special World Championship.
It's going to be special because of the arena, but also because check a look at the prizing that our competitors are going to be trying to achieve here. $30,000 for first place, and there's so much more.
30.
The glory of becoming world champion. It is truly everyone's dream in this competitive game. And in addition to all the incredible prizing that comes, just having the ability to say, I won the world championships is truly what everyone is fighting for. But of course, there's just
Y'all
so
think that's
much
tax-free?
happening here. And the world championships is the best place for it.
Y'all think that's
And the
tax-free
honor
30?
is currently being held by our reigning world champion, Giovanni Siski, claiming the title last year in Anaheim.
Hey, my
and doing it
goats.
with a team that a lot of people had just underprepared for, I think. A lot of people had Koraidon very low on their radar, but Gio said, you know what? I've been rocking with this team all season long. This is the squad I know that I'm going to win Worlds with.
Absolutely, yeah. And really going to show that Worlds is one weekend.
actually-
Gio had
that's
actually
what
never
I'm
gotten
about
past top 8 in a tournament before the World Championships, but all the stars aligned. He was able to win his very first tournament
That was such a good
using Worlds to win.
finals.
It was funny taking a look at those 6 Pokemon on his team because, Rose, I don't think any of those
Cooking
are
for
in
Worlds. Me
Pokemon Champions
too.
currently, so not be seeing any of them today.
That was
but probably
such a good
somewhere
finals.
down the road. But it was, yeah, such an exhilarating finals between him and James Evans last year, and it was just so fun to watch. That's what Worlds is all about. It's about the best players in the world,
been a year.
being the best teams,
Doesn't
and really
feel like
beating it out
that.
against
That's
each
so
other.
You may
crazy.
not see Koraidon, but you know it's sunny in California when there's Charizard Y running around the night.
God.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
No.
this is just one of many previous world champions that are
Ryan
about
Parrish.
to take the stage at the 2026
Maybe. I don't
World
know.
Championships. This is a stacked lineup. It's amazing that we can say that we have 8 former world champions chasing a second crown.
No player other than Ray Rizzo
Wow.
has ever been able to win multiple World Championships in the Masters division. Of course, we actually saw Kevin Hahn in the Seniors division pull it off last year after aging up from Juniors, but 8 different players who have won the World Championships before in Masters will be looking to get a second one. And of course, we're playing with Mega Evolutions once again, and many of these players won during the Mega Evolution era, starting with,
I'm not
of
gonna
course,
lie, it
Jacob
would be
Hart.
pretty cool
And
to
actually,
see Wolf win
everyone
again.
talks about his
Since the
Pachirisu
last
that year, but he
time
shocked the world
was
by
in
bringing Mega
2016,
Gyarados to the world
and that was
stage.
the last
Mega
time they were
Evolution
in
that we
San
barely
Fran,
saw
so it'd be
throughout that
pretty cool
format,
to see
with
that.
Shomo Honami piloting Mega Kangaskhan.
Would you call it- would you
Wolf
call it a
using Mega
full
Gengar, as
circle,
well as
or would you
Mega
call it-
Rayquaza, Paul Ruiz using Mega Salamence,
What would you
which
call
of course
that?
is not in Pokemon Champions, but it's going to be really
I think
exciting
that
to
would
see
be cool.
how the players who got to the absolute top during the last time that we saw these Pokemon compete once again.
I really wonder if Sajin's going to be bringing
Sick of
like a
Page
Raichu
Oh,
as a small
Yes!
Pachirisu win.
Raichu, please.
He did bring Pachirisu to the world stage in 2024 in a restricted format, which I think was a pretty big surprise to see. But yeah, I think very exciting to see so many ex-champions competing once again. And I can't express how difficult the World Championships is, right? Like, we have so many incredible players, and there's so many years where a lot of the ex-World Champions like don't even make it past round 5 or round 6, and they get eliminated by then.
And
so
exactly 10 years later, it'd be such
quality of play,
that's what I'm
and the
saying.
quality
That'd
of
be so
players just gets
cool.
higher and
And imagine the
higher,
YouTube
but
video.
I feel like a lot of people feel it in their bones that
It'll be
maybe
4 hours
this
long.
year someone could do it again.
It does feel like if it's going to be any year, it's going to be this one. But there are a lot of other competitors hot on the tails of our previous world champions that are hoping to make a splash at this one. Let's start with some of our other players to watch from North America. We've got Paul Chua,
Justin
Tang,
Tang!
and Alex Underhill.
Paul is a player that many regard as one of, if not the best player to not win a world championship. He is incredibly high up there. So many regional championship wins, coming off a win at EUIC this year, having won that tournament multiple times as well. He's a long-time veteran of this game, having been competing since 2011, 2012. And so he's made it as far as top 4 at the World Championships back in 2022. Can this be his year finally?
Justin Tang, a rising superstar, very quickly rose through the ranks when he first launched onto the scene, getting 3 quick regional championship titles. This is a player that had just the best start to a season we have seen in a long time. He had 6 contiguous top 16 cuts across the events that he played at the very beginning. It's been a little bit more quiet as we've entered into the back half of the season, but if there's anyone that's going to be ready for the World Championships, it's Justin Tang.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off a top 32 finish last year as well, where he was using some really eccentric Pokemon like Groudon and Jumpluff in a format where they were not necessarily the most popular. So excited to see what team he's brought to the scene today. But of course, like you mentioned, just truly one of the fastest rising stars in VGC. He only started playing in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, won the first ever regional championships he attended. And I think many are expecting a big finish for him today or this weekend.
And then Alex Underhill kind of closes the bookends with a lot of experience coming into this World Championships. He's also been playing competitive Pokemon for many, many years. But I think maybe we'll be able to bring something special to the table. We talk about meta development. It's very hard when coming into the World Championships. This is actually going to be the first official tournament that we're going to be playing in this format. But Alex has been taking to those online tournaments and already coming up with some unique teams.
Absolutely, yeah. I think him and his team building group, one of the premier groups to watch out for in North America, prominently actually debuting this dual weather team of Charizard paired with Pelipper, Archaudon, Grimmsnarl, Basculegion initially, now Mega Swampert, Venusaur as well. And so I'm very curious to see if he's brought that to this tournament, because if there was any player that I would expect to, it would be him and his buddies.
This is just North America. We have lots more players to watch from our other competitive regions. So let's now talk about Europe. This is a tough one to narrow down to just 3 competitors as well. But we've got Marco Silva, Michael Kalsch, and Francesco Piopero.
Yeah, 3 absolute titans in the game. Marco also still looking for his first World Championship victory. He's won so many regional and special events. He's won 3 international championships. He's come very close to winning the World Championships as well. And he's just been one of the most consistent players in the game over the last couple of years as well. I think many hold him to be Europe's best.
And speaking
Marco
of
is
consistency,
also
Michael
one of
Kalsch
my
at
goats.
the World Championship level has had that, and
He is
then
a good
some.
player.
2nd place at his first
Really
ever
good player.
World
Phenomenal
Championships,
player, actually, I
followed
should
up
say.
in the next 2 years by a top 4 and a top 8. Hopefully it's going to be better than just a top 16 this year.
Top
if that
16 is
trend
still pretty
continues.
good,
And it
but-
is very good, but you know that Michael Kalsch is one of those competitors that he's chasing that big win after being so close and knowing that he could taste the victory. It must be fire under your belly to know that it was in your reach once before.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I spoke to him a while back, and he said, I want to be remembered as the greatest player of all time when I'm done with this game. And in just 3 years of playing competitive VGC, like you said, top cut every World Championships he's attended. He's gotten so close to the crown. And Marco and Michael, actually both players I really have my eyes out on, because I'm curious what teams they'll bring, because Mega Gengar is not a Pokemon that's very popular in this format, but both Marco and Michael have actually had tremendous success with it. Marco winning a regional championship with it, Michael winning a big online tournament with it with Swampert right before Worlds. And so I think Mega Gengar is really hard to use, but if there's anyone in the world that might be able to pilot it from Europe, it's going to be these 2 guys.
would be really exciting to see some additional mega evolutions come into the meta for the World Championships. But someone that knows that sometimes the tried and true is what makes it possible. It is Francesco Piopero, the NAIC champion, first IC champion in Pokemon Champions.
Yeah, and he came off a top 4 finish at EUIC this year as well. He's been so incredibly consistent, having top cut every internationals. He was always kind of chasing that big win. He had made it to the finals of regionals before. He had made it to top 4, top 8 of internationals before. It just feels like he was always in top cut, but was missing that big win, but finally got it in NAIC. And I think like he is probably coming into this feeling a lot of confidence off that big win as well. And Italy is just such a dominant region, and you know, it feels like every tournament it's someone else's time to shine a little bit, and now it's Francesco's time after that big tournament.
Next up, we have our competitors from Latin America who have traveled all the way here to see if they can grab that crown. First up, we have Alexander Canseco, and I think this is a player that I feel like has been a little bit underrated coming into the World Championships, and even when just thinking about it from a global stage. But this is a player from Mexico that you've got to keep your eyes on for this World.
Yeah, definitely really consistent finishes across multiple events over in LATAM, and I think it's really awesome to be able to highlight these players a little bit more. And one thing that's especially exciting is next season, we actually will get to watch these players compete in Latin America because we'll have official broadcasts there. And so to your point, I think Alexander has not been able to get the chance to compete as much on kind of the global stage, right? But has had a lot of local dominance. And if you take a look at, some of the other players on this page, like Juan Salerno, probably one of the, if not the most well-known LATAM player, partially because he's attended multiple events outside of Latin America, has done very, very well, getting second at LAIC just this year back in his home region. Comes as one of the most dominant players in terms of championship points, has had so much consistent success across the board.
Last but not least, we got Max Morales, a 4-time regional and special champion. I think that really does speak volumes, knowing that you have had that regional success, but now it is about being able to show up on that big stage, and maybe this is going to be the World Championships that Latin America will be able to get that second title after Paul Ruiz claimed it so long ago.
Yeah, of course. I think it feels like, Juan in particular has really just had such a dominant season across the board, and I think his ability to venture into the other regions and compete in them as well, I definitely have my eye out on him, but I think all three of these players really, really have to pay attention to from LATAM in particular.
Next up, Oceania. Let's talk about our players to watch from that region. We've got Nicholas Kahn, Henry Rich, and Joji Kaida.
Nicholas Kahn is someone who is no stranger to the world stage, having won the World Championships back in the younger division before, and he comes in as one of the leading players from Australia. Of course, his brother, Chris Kahn, actually won the Trading Card Game World Championships in the seniors division back in 2011 as well, so just truly dominant family in Pokemon, but Nicholas has aged up through the divisions throughout the years, has continued to just have success after success, winning multiple regional level events over in Oceania.
Next up, we've got Henry Rich, and he is a player that has been able to do well on the international level. Ended up getting a regional championship title back in 2022, but I feel like he's always gotten very, very close in some of the other regional championships he's played. And so for Henry, it's kind of like you're able to show yourself, always kind of having consistent day 2 performances at ICs. At the world stage, though, is this the moment now that you can get to that day 2 and go beyond?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what he's brought because I feel like sometimes he has really eccentric teams. If I remember correctly, he might have top 8 NAIC during a restricted format with Overquill on his team and using some really cool strategies. And even though he's from Australia, he has competed in North America a good bit as well with multiple high-level finishes at regionals as well as NAIC. And so, yeah, I always really like watching him, especially because he's brought some really cool stuff throughout the years.
And then we've got Joji Kaida, and this is a competitor that has also been able to travel across the world to be able to compete, but I think also claims a couple of titles that we don't necessarily get to talk about very often. The online, global, and Grand Challenger. Thank you. I was like, there's one. It's like there's a pop-in circumstance there. But it is incredible that he has won several of those competitions. Not just one, not two, but several.
Yeah, one of the most consistent players in the online best of 1 closed team sheet environment. And often the best players there translate over to the best of 3 environment as well. It is really difficult to beat. so consistent in a game that has a lot of variance, but he's consistently topped the ladder,
And
finished
Dom
number 1,
Jade.
won a lot of these online tournaments, which have literally, hundreds of thousands of players participating in them. And so I think a big question is what kind of team compositions
Now it's
do you
starting to
kind of
get a
land
little
on,
warm. I might have
especially
to
when
take
you
this
grind
off.
the ladder out that much.
A lot of experience that comes from that, but you know it's going to be open team sheet best of 3 for this tournament. So you have to consider that your opponent's going to know a lot of information about
Y'all
your
can't
team.
hear my fan, can
We
you?
got another region coming up for you, and it is going to be Japan. Japan, one of the strongest regions in competitive Pokemon. And we've got Ko Tsukire, Yuma Kinugawa, and Hiroshi Onishi.
Any of these could walk away as world champion this weekend. Like, I think Japan in particular is just historically such a strong region in VGC, having had crowned multiple world champions. Ko is one of the players that I have on the very top of my list to win this weekend. And he won the Senior Division World Championships back in 2019, has top cut worlds in Masters multiple times after aging up. And he has been on an absolute tear this season as well. He's also traveled, outside of Japan to compete at the internationals, and just been so consistent. Every time I watch him play, I'm like, he I can see why he was a world champion, and I think he's here to prove himself. Like, I can win in seniors, but I can also win in masters.
It's kind of interesting to be able to watch these competitors age up through the divisions and still find success. I think about Nicholas Khan in that same way.
Yeah, exactly.
You were able to still show your stuff once you have actually evolved. But Yuma Kinugawa, this is a competitor that we talk about, the Asian national system. It is a very different qualification method to come to the World Championships. But Yuma, another one of those Japanese players that has decided to test his mettle on a more international stage and walked away successful as our LAIC champion for this competitive season.
Yeah, doing it with one of my favorite teams of the season as well, this hyper-offensive team that had Flamigo as well as Hisuian Typhlosion. He has been a veteran of the scene at this point, been playing around 10 years, but I feel like the last 2 seasons, he has just been on a generational tear. He won the Japanese National Championships last year, then went to NAIC where he finished in top 8, and like you said, Rose won LAIC. To win Japanese
I forgot to
Nationals
grab.
and
I wanted to
an
grab
international
Totodile.
championship is just absolutely
My mind is all
wild.
over the place,
And so
guys. I
he's
have not
still
taken
hunting
my
for, I think, a
medicine
really
today.
big
I didn't
Worlds
take it
finish. Made it to day
yesterday
2 with actually also Groudon. I was talking about
My
Justin Tay
mind
using
is
Groudon.
free.
Kinugawa used Groudon
My
in a
mind
different
is
Worlds
free.
format, which was also really cool to see with like Iron Jugulus. And so, yeah, I think he comes in as definitely one of the favorites in Japan as well.
And of course, you have to talk about our current reigning Japan Nationals champion, Hiroshi Onishi. Ended up winning with the, kind of a very standard set of Pokemon there with the Charizard and the Floette. But I think it was really that Garchomp that really helped him stand out amongst the field when there were also so many other Charizards running around.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think the Japanese national champion always has very high expectations coming into this World Championships. For a very long time, it was like whoever won Worlds was either the Japanese national champion or someone who had gotten top 4 at Worlds before. And I think like he comes in with definitely a lot of pressure, a lot of expectations, and he has been a very strong player from Japan specifically. Don't think he's been able to compete at the world stage very much, and so be able to see, exciting to see how he'll be able to do. But like you said, yeah, he showed, look, I can play the standard composition, but I can play it better than anyone else, and yeah, comes in with a really, really big victory over in Japan.
This is just a snapshot of our competitors to keep your eyes on for the 2026 World Championships. But if you're watching, then you're going to get something nice out of it too. Check out our distributions. Make sure that you have linked your account so that you can get an Incineroar to use in-game. But if you don't want to use Incineroar, then we also have some other goodies for you to be able to recruit a new Pokemon and train it up to be ready for your team.
Of course, and we, of course, also have a distribution for all of you here in Pokemon
Yay!
Champions.
Everyone get your cut.
We get an exclusive t-shirt.
We're getting them right now.
One of the coolest things about Champions, which is being able to get exclusive merch that
get them
you can't buy
codes
within the store. All you have to
get
do
them
is
codes.
use that passcode. Enjoy Worlds 26.
Get them codes.
To rock these in Pokemon Champions. Let
Enjoy
your
Worlds.
You are tuning into the World
I took a
Championships.
screenshot.
Maybe they'll tune in as well and they can learn a thing or two.
How do you get it?
And if
Where do you
you
go
are
to?
enjoying all of our competitive titles, and there's something
doing it right
out
now.
there for all of you as well. So check out all of the drops and distributions that are going to be taking place,
How do you put a
not
code
just
in?
on the Pokemon VG side, but of course for TCG, Pokemon Pocket, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite.
And of course, how do you earn these? Well, it's simple. You just need to log in, visit rewards.pokemon.com, log into your Pokemon Trainer Central account, link your Twitch account, and watch the desired stream for a period of time. As you saw earlier, it's often 30 or 60 minutes on the respective streams, and you'll be able to earn these drops on Twitch specifically. And you can also watch in other languages by turning on the CC extension, which will then give you translated captions. And so you definitely don't want to miss out on any of these awards. They're free, right? And so if you're watching on Twitch already, might as well link them.
And that's not all. Last but not least, we do have a special Twitch badge that you can apply after watching just 60 minutes of any of your favorite competitive action this weekend.
I think that is genuinely one of the coolest badges I've ever seen.
It is.
I have seen many badges on Twitch in my day, Rosemary, and that one I think is incredibly well designed. And so it's just 60 minutes. You definitely don't want to miss out.
Also, if you watch for 60 minutes on my stream, you'll get a crying Twerkle
Make sure
badge.
you don't miss another minute of it.
Also,
stay a part of the conversation using
Red
the
Flare, you might
PokemonXP
actually have that badge
and
since you gifted some
Pokemon
subs.
World on all of
I would
our
check
social
if you
channels.
do.
We want to hear from you, what you've been excited about, who you're cheering for, what you're following, and yeah, make sure that you share your thoughts with us.
Amoongus wants to know. He's not currently in
Please,
Pokemon Champions, but he's
Amoongus.
really, really waiting. I don't know when he's coming back, Rose. I don't know if it'll be the next regulation, maybe sometime after, but of course, one of the most important Pokemon in VGC history, but we won't be seeing him on the world stage this weekend.
I think I'm okay with having a little Amoongus.
Hey.
Okay, yeah.
Just a small one.
I got it.
Yours might be as well.
Just a small one, and then Amoongus, you can come back. I'm sure we're going to be waiting for that moment with bated breath.
Absolutely. I am so excited to kick off this World Championships. The first round is up, and we've got some crazy matches. I mean, of course, this is the World Championships. Every round's going to be crazy. These are the best players in the world. Take a look at some of these matches, and especially that first one, Rose.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, my eyes are going all over the page and getting bright-eyed for all of the amazing action that we're going to have. We are just the mainstream. We are going to have featured streams and side streams that you can check out as accompaniment to
Let's get to the action.
We've got Wolf versus Hirofumi Kimura for round 1. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a match that you might expect to see in the World Championship Finals. These players have so much history. Wolf, of course, winning U.S. Nationals multiple times, winning multiple international titles as well, and winning the World Championships in 2016 alongside his regional accolades. Hirofumi, multi-Japanese national champion. It is difficult for Japanese players to get the chance to really prove themselves very much because they don't have too many tournaments to compete in, and the Japanese circuit is so grueling. But for Hirofumi, he has made it count on the world stage basically every time he's been here. Second in 2019, he's top cut the last 3 World Championships with the top 4 finish last year as well. So it's going to be an unbelievable match. And yeah, I truly mean it when, you know, what's so exciting about Worlds is so many of these matches that you see on the screen. If you said, oh, that is what we would see in the arena on Sunday, it wouldn't feel like an absolute shock.
Yeah, and this is the World Championships. Every single one of these matches is going to be super high stakes, and this is just Swiss round number 1. We've got 3 incredible days of action ahead, and it does all culminate in that arena finals. I wonder how our competitors are going to react to that. Already we saw during the opening ceremony, there's a huge crowd out there just to watch the competitive action on the main stage, but then come Sunday, that's like 15,000 competitors, like people watching 2 people duke it out on the stage.
Yeah, I think it is probably something that is so exhilarating. Like in the moment, it is just like, you're probably so focused on just trying to win the World Championships when you're there, but it is truly, it will be the most unique experience I think any competitor in this game will ever have. It's gonna be a long way to get there, of course, with many rounds of Swiss today, another couple tomorrow, and to get there, you have to beat the best of the best.
I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but here's a video to make sure that you're caught up to speed on exactly what you'll be seeing this weekend.
Whether it's your first time watching or you just need a quick refresher, here's an overview of the Pokemon VGC format at the 2026 World Championships. The best trainers from around the globe are here to compete for their share of a $2 million prize pool.
$2 million!
Pokemon World Champion. The first
Again,
World
I
Championships
ask,
played
is
in
it
Pokemon
tax-free?
Champions will take place over 3 days. Phase 1 consists of Swiss rounds where trainers battle head-to-head in a best-of-3 format with open team sheets. That means critical details about each trainer's Pokemon are available to the opponent. Trainers advance to Swiss Phase 2 if they gain more match points than their division threshold. At the conclusion of Phase 2, the top 8 trainers and up to 8 additional trainers tied with 8th place will advance into an asymmetrical single elimination bracket until only 2 finalists remain. On Championship Sunday, these finalists face off in San Francisco's Chase Arena for our biggest finals yet. 2 will enter the arena, but only 1 will walk away as the 2026 Pokemon World Champion. Who will become the first world champion of the Pokemon
Didn't he do a
Champions
flip on
era?
stage or something?
Which Pokemon will dominate the
I can't
meta?
remember.
We'll be here all weekend, so you won't miss a second of the action. With that, it's time to get today's matches going. Casters, take it away.
Thank you, Pass Me, for that
Ooh.
format. And now we're
Okay,
going to go
Secret
into
Labs.
round number 1. Between
Oh, they ain't playing this year. I've never.
You can't
Is this the
ask for a
first?
better way
I've
to start
never
the
seen them run
World Championships,
Secret
Rose.
Labs.
Truly,
He's
we saw the
running.
matchup and we were like, come on.
What is he running?
That has to be the one that we show
Staraptor.
for everybody. So hopefully y'all
God.
are eating good at home. But let's talk about these teams.
He
as we've
thinks
already
the bird
talked
can
about their
win.
accomplishments. Both of them coming
I
in
believe
with
it.
major successes at the World Championships. But you're not seeing things incorrectly. That is a normal Tyranitar and a Mega Staraptor facing off against Mega Blastoise and Mega Delphox.
I think.
Oh,
of course,
okay, so
Wolf,
the
a player
the
that
blue is
so
the
many
megas.
people are
Okay,
cheering
okay.
for, and so many people are curious what team is he going to bring to
Interesting.
this tournament. This metagame, of course, feels like
I've seen
there
that
are
team, I
maybe
feel
around
like.
10 teams that were incredibly dominant and established coming into this tournament. And for many players, it's a question of, are you going to use one of those teams, or are you going to build something new and try to break the metagame?
I wanted a Secret
And
Labs
at
chair.
NAIC, I think that was
I still
something
might
where
get
we
one
looked
one
at and we're
day.
like, okay, that's meta breaking. You've got Mamoswine, you've got
Brave
Toxapex.
Bird, no
And actually, a
roost.
lot of people took
Okay.
that team and realized that Toxapex is going to be pretty good.
Oh,
going
it's
into the
not-
rest of the
is it not
Pokemon
Focus
Champion
Sash?
format.
Focus
But
Sash
this
is on
particular team,
Whimsicott.
It feels like it takes some of the best
Is
pieces
that Expert
of
Belt?
one of the archetypes that really started to emerge when this format was announced with Mega Staraptor and Mega Tyranitar. But of course, there's a lot of wolf flavors behind it.
Chople.
With something like that nasty plot.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think a couple of elements to call out here. You've got the
Okay.
Power Gem Golden Go here, so that
And he's
is used
using
as a
my
way to
goat, the
counter charge.
giraffe.
Of
I
course,
love the
regular
giraffe. Yeah,
Tyranitar,
Expert
you
Belt.
mentioned,
Okay.
Rosemary, over the Mega Tyranitar.
Oh
mainly
my
because
God.
Raptor's a Pokemon that
I like
feels
his
Mega
team.
evolving so much, and the Chople Berry just ensures a little bit survivability against things like Low Kick from King Gambit. You've also got Whimsicott and Farigiraf. Now, this is a duel that won the World Championships in 2024, but in a much higher power format overall, of course, paired with Miraidon. And, of course, you've got the Nasty Plot on the Farigiraf. The Whimsicott here doesn't have Protect, which it normally runs, but the ability to switch in Farigiraf to block a Fake Out allows you to flex and have a fourth move on the Whimsicott. And then we've got Excadrill with Expert Belt here as well, without Rock Slide. You know, this is a little bit different from the traditional Excadrills that you will see. And I think
Oh, it's
overall, what's
not running
interesting
Rock
that
Slide,
there
is it?
only one Mega Evolution on this team. A lot of the top teams in the format make you pick between, you know, 1 or 2 Megas, or you maybe even bring both Megas into a game. But Wolf says, I'm going to bet it all on Staraptor here, and I've got so many pieces to support it as well as possible.
Trick Room on the Farigiraf, speed control in the form of Tailwind here on this Whimsicott.
I like his
And
team.
You do have
I like
the
this
ability
type of
to come in
team.
with
This is my
Tyranitar,
type
but
of
you do have
team.
to be a little bit careful since you don't have that Mega Evolution. You've got one shot to set up the stand on Tyranitar and keep it if you really do want those extra boosts to your special defense. Let's take a look at the flip side of things though, because while this might be a more unique take on that Staraptor and Tyranitar archetype, Hirafumi's actually running something that is a bit more established. You've got a choice in the Mega Delphox or the Mega Blastoise to really help amplify.
Here's a
You've
Blastoise,
got
y'all.
a
I said
boosting
Blastoise has
move
a
on
chance of
either
winning
those,
this.
And the idea here is pretty simple. You're trying to set up either the Blastoise or the Delphox and then let them sweep.
Exactly. Yeah, this is one of the top teams coming into the World Championships.
Black
It was a huge online
glasses,
tournament.
okay.
Nearly 1,500 people participate in it. This team won. This team also reached rank number 1 on the ladder, built by a Japanese player a couple of weeks ago. And so it continues to be a huge part of the metagame. And Rose, what makes it so scary is that there's 9 different lead combos that feel good. Incineroar plus any of Blastoise, Delphox, or King Gambit. Sneasler plus any of those. Or Sinistcha plus any of those, right? And you have to respect all of the different Pokemon that can set up and often just run away with the game. And so what makes it also difficult then, if you're using it, is, well, which one do you pick, right? King Gambit often kind of feels like a hidden Mega Evolution in that you can actually lead it and just try to start sweeping with it immediately. I think Delphox naturally is a Pokemon that feels strong into Staraptor on Wolf's team in particular, but you can see Hirofumi leaning into Blastoise or Delphox or even King Gambit as the lead. I think Incineroar, a really valuable Pokemon for him to potentially lead, get that immediate Intimidate off into Staraptor. It's one of the ways that you can neutralize Staraptor's damage output, because of course, if you bring Incineroar and Staraptor's already Mega Evolved, well, it feels really bad. So normally you might want to lead Incineroar to try to catch that Staraptor, drop its attack immediately, and if Wolf wants to respond, you can try to find ways to beat that Incineroar as quickly as possible, right? And so if you don't want to, get intimidated by Staraptor, things like Tyranitar and Golden Go can actually offer a lot of damage.
Oh,
output,
hold on,
especially
what
the
happened?
Power Gem on
Something
the
switched.
Golden Go, which is not the
Y'all
move
see?
you see super frequently.
It
You're also
said-
with Quick
it said
Guard,
Blastoise
which
have
of
close
course
combat
is a fun move
and
that can
nasty-
help out against priority moves.
Dire Claw.
Let's get into it, everybody. Game number 1 of the first round of the 2026 World Championships. just
All right, y'all, match
ready.
one.
So let's see what Wolf and Hirofumi are going to start things out with. For
Double
Hirofumi,
fake out
it is going to
pressure.
be the Blastoise and Incineroar, but for Wolf, it is the Staraptor and Farigiraf.
Yeah, so what's really interesting about this matchup for Wolf, I think, is that at any given point you can switch in Whimsicott, right? You also have Farigiraf to block that fake out, which is such a big tool on Hirofumi's team, right? Normally what Hirofumi's team wants to do is cycle these fake outs, get set up, but immediately, well, the Blastoise can't get set up that easily, right? You can't fake out with Incineroar, so you could always go for a close combat onto that slot. Farigiraf here could potentially nasty plot a Thunderbolt as well. And one thing that's really scary, I think, for Hirofumi is that Wolf can switch in Whimsicott at any point. That Whimsicott then can go for example, Encore, if you try to set up with your Pokemon. You could even go for a side charm onto the Staraptor as well. So big question is, on turn one, what does Hirofumi want to do? You do have something like Helping Hand on Incineroar and Dark Pulse, so you just try to get a bunch of damage off. And it is going to be Farigiraf switching, so is it that Whimsicott?
It is going to be. And so Whimsicott comes in, but we're going to be able to help to take some of these attacks a little bit more effectively on that Incineroar. That's going to be the only Pokemon that's really going to threaten for some pretty big damage with something like that Flare Blitz. But if that's something that you really want to try to lock
and they go ahead and fake out
into that Farigiraf that was just on the other side. What we do have, though, is Mega Evolution time for both the Staraptor and the Blastoise. So they're both ready to put up a good fight on this first turn. Close Combat comes out into the Blastoise. He's that extra HP going to help it out to make sure that it can take that attack effectively as Water Spout now comes out. It's going to be a little bit muted because you did just take a ton of damage from the Staraptor, but it's still going to start to add up to a bit of chip across the board.
And the parting shot here. So nice play by Hirofumi. I think there could be tempting to try to target down the Farigiraf aggressively, but manages to get Incineroar out. Water Spout still does okay damage, and of course crucially breaks Focus Sash. And now Sinistcha hits the field, right? So you do get that recovery onto the Blastoise.
We gotta hunt that guy, chat. We gotta hunt that guy this weekend.
You have to play this guessing game now. While if the Raptor clicks Close Combat, Sinistcha can just go for Rage Powder, redirect it away. So of course you could go for Brave Bird. But if you're Hirofumi, you could also make a call and say, you know what, I'm actually going to protect in front of your Brave Bird. And so Brave Birding the Blastoise is probably like the most guaranteed damage here. And this is the awkward thing about Blastoise, which is after that special defense boost on the Staraptor, your Water Spouts aren't doing that much damage. So I think, you know, pretty okay trade for both players on turn one. But I think Wolf's still in a really favorable position, mainly because of the offensive threat of this Staraptor. And the Whimsicott, of course, can go for a charm onto it as well.
There is an added benefit of the Sinistcha coming back in with the Hospitality. You're going to get a little bit of healing back onto the Blastoise, so those Water Spouts will be a little more effective as long as you don't take more damage on this turn. But that Rage Powder is going to be what comes out. Whimsicott is a Grass type, though, so that Moonblast will not be redirected. And so Blastoise takes damage anyway. A great cover play here from Wolf to get the Moonblast into the Blastoise to reduce Water Spout damage and also still angle that Brave Bird so that you had guaranteed damage into the Sinistcha. Water Spouts, though, I mean, we're starting to look at the 30% mark here for both the Whimsicott and the Staraptor.
Yeah, I think one thing that's really crucial about the Staraptor on Wolf's team is that there's no roost, right? And so actually every little bit of damage that lands on it will be permanent. And
I think the Blastoise has Dark Pulse.
Probably pretty happy about that trade at the end of the day. You're able to actually get a good amount onto the Staraptor, keep weakening Wolf's
I wonder if a Dark Pulse would
one of the tricky
take
things
out
about
Staraptor from where it's at.
is that you actually take a lot of recoil damage from Brave Bird. So that Brave Bird damage does add up. And because of that parting shot on turn one, Moonblast doesn't do that much, right? So this turn I actually think is a pretty crucial turn because if you're Hirofumi, one thing you could consider is potentially switching the Sinistcha out and getting it back in for more healing later on. Or you could say, you know what, I am just going to go for the safe Rage Powder and Water Spout once more. But I think Hirofumi's actually done a pretty good job of distributing damage so far, and Staraptor has maybe not gotten as much as you would want normally from it.
We're going to see the Sinistcha switch out to preserve that Hospitality for later, as you were saying. It's going to the King Gambit that comes in instead. This is a little risky, but it would be diabolical for Wolf to actually throw a Close Combat into a Ghost type. So it is going to be the Moonblast first and the Brave Bird from the Staraptor just to guarantee some damage.
My heart was pounding there, Rose. I was like, you called it. What if it actually happens? How diabolical could it be?
That would have been
the switch
crazy.
Does happen. So now, of course, there is Encore pressure from the Whimsicott onto Blastoise. Could try to Encore in to protect. I think if you're Hirofumi, it is still this guessing game of like, can I cycle win my Pokemon safely, right? Because the King Gambit here is going to be Black Glasses. Staraptor has a defense boost, so Sucker Punch should not get the knockout onto it. And if you're Hirofumi, I think what you probably want to do is get that Sinistra in to protect either of these Pokemon. But let's say you switch Blastoise out into Sinistra, then you're still vulnerable to just eating up a close combat on that slot. Or maybe Wolf reads it and Brave
I think I'm
Birds
gonna end the live on
then would knock
YouTube.
out the Sinistra. So it's actually like, I think this is
Maybe.
a really, really key turn. It's going to be the King Gambit switching. Do we see an
Ooh,
encore from the
Sinistra?
Whimsicott?
Hey, I mean,
Smart.
that is
Okay.
entirely possible, and that would mean that this Blastoise can't do any damage on this next turn. And that Whimsicott is actually going to go for Charm instead. And so angling that into the Staraptor, Contrary is actually going to make sure that that is an
Ooh, into
attack
Blastoise?
boost instead of attack drop. And so the Brave Bird brings his Blastoise down to
Oh no!
a
Woo!
small
Close.
sliver of HP.
Oh,
And so
that
this
takes out
Flash
Staraptor.
Out is going to be nothing more than just
It doesn't
a
even take out Staraptor, dude!
Well, really exhilarating
Yikes, never
turn there.
mind.
Yeah, I was
Never
kinda expecting
mind.
Wolf to go for the self-charm a little bit earlier in this, and so
What do you
finally
do
does
here?
get it off. Crucial
Blastoise
trade
probably
there. I think
protects,
if you're
right?
Hirofumi, you're probably not too stoked about how that turn went because I hope was to just knock out Staraptor there. Hirofumi makes a call and says, look, I don't think you're going to encore me because the switch is so obvious, right? And so at the end of the day, Staraptor does hang on with a sliver of HP. It's basically one Brave Bird away from getting knocked out, right? And Hirofumi's done a good job of distributing damage. We have to consider Incineroar in the back is probably not going to be the heaviest damage dealer. If you knock out Staraptor, King Gambit actually becomes really threatening. And you also know that Wolf has Farigiraf in the back. That Farigiraf, great for blocking fakeouts, really bad
Who are
into
their
King Gambit, right?
both
And
of their
so
fourth
for Hirofumi,
Pokemon.
his goal is let me knock out Staraptor as quickly as possible. He constantly makes these switches, and King Gambit's going to come in once again. Could this be the close combat read?
If it is, then this is going to be game
Encore
number
it,
one
encore
going
it.
over to Wolf, but it is still a very
After.
risky play to make. It's going to be the Moonblast first, and that's actually going to deal a pretty significant amount here to that King Gambit. But it is the Brave Bird. Wolf trying to secure the KO onto the opposing Mega Evolution first.
Yeah, I mean,
I would
great
just
switches
close
by
combat
Hirofumi. Like,
the
it feels
Blastoise,
like
right?
it is so tense because, like you said, Rose, I think if it were close combat in a Gambit, Gambit faints there, it becomes so tricky. But Gambit does come in freely, and now it
Or,
pressures Sucker
yeah,
Punch
do that.
into
Well,
Staraptor.
no.
Of course, if you
I
want to
would
get
not.
around the
I
Sucker
don't
Punch,
know.
what you could do then
That's why
is
I'm not
switch
there.
Whimsicott out into Farigiraf,
That's why I'm
block
not
the
a
Sucker
player.
Punch, and then maybe close combat King Gambit. But this is such a high-level game of Pokemon, right? It just seems so obvious. Hirofumi could consider maybe swapping Sinistra back in once again to heal the Blastoise as well. And it's going to be the Blastoise pivoting out here. I think switching in Sinistra's protecting King Gambit actually feels relatively safe. So let's see if it's going to be the protect play here.
Yeah, because then on the next turn, if the Sinistra is still around, you can actually go for something like a Rage Powder to at least try to redirect away
You're not
another
gonna worry about
Moonblast,
Sinistra
but
anymore.
the crit is going to secure the KO. First one of this game after so many turns. And the Brave Bird into the King Gambit instead, maybe hoping that it was going to be the Sinistra on the other side.
Exactly. This is like what high-level Pokemon is about, right? Because I think Hirofumi, he didn't go for Sucker Punch, he didn't go for Protect, he just goes for the Kowtow Cleave, saying, look, I think that you're going to expect me to potentially pivot out, right? And so gets a double knockout there. That's such a big deal, and that's a huge play by Hirofumi there. I think you could... Things felt really tense, especially with that critical hit onto Sinistra, because it meant like close combat could just go into King Gambit safely. And once again, if the close combat goes off, King Gambit faints, I think it's just game over, right? And so that turn, Hirofumi saying, I'm not going to Sucker Punch. Wolf says, well, I'm not going to switch in Farigiraf, but it still works in Hirofumi's favor. It's going to be Tyranitar here in the back as Incineroar comes back in. So
He still has
intimidate.
all his
But
Pokemon,
Fake-Out
well,
currently
minus
is blocked.
Sinistra.
And for Hirofumi, the question is, can you actually still do enough damage? Because the Tyranitar here does have low kick. It does threaten King Gambit with a ton of damage.
That would end up securing a knockout
fake
here,
out,
but
though.
we do have that
It's not
Intimidate
over.
drop, so it might be something that we'll have to wait and see. But there's also still that Blastoise in the back if you're trying to consider maybe Incineroar getting a parting shot off into the Tyranitar, reduce the damage, bring in the Blastoise instead and sacrifice it.
Yeah, the main question I have, Rose, is if you're Hirofumi, how are you beating Tyranitar, right? Because Blastoise is quite low in terms of HP, and Incineroar and King Gambit don't have attacks that can hit it for even neutral damage, right? If there was no Farigiraf on the field, I'd say, well, you can just fake out, you can Swords Dance, but right now, I think it's actually still kind of dicey for Hirofumi because of the inability to fake out. So it is going to be the parting shot here. Incineroar actually moving first before Farigiraf or the Tyranitar. So I think Hirofumi's goal is let me just keep cycling in these Intimidates. You are still going to have to do enough damage to Tyranitar, though.
Yeah, before it ends up taking care of you, and this Blastoise is unfortunately going to get switched in.
I mean, the Blastoise
Okay, one turn
would
here, though, for the
die
King
to
Gambit
chip
to
damage?
use the Protect. And it was going to be a double of that Thunderbolt into the King Gambit as well.
Oh.
Blastoise actually doesn't get knocked out
Never
to the
mind.
Sandstorm chip.
Okay, so this
I would double
opens the door. I
protect.
mean, Hirofumi now can
Wait, no, I
potentially
wouldn't.
consider
That'd be a
switching
free swap into
Blastoise back
Incineroar.
out. The Blastoise at this point feels like a non-factor in terms of dealing damage to Tyranitar, but it could go for Dark Pulse, right? That deals super effective damage into Fraygraph. Could angle for a flinch on a Tyranitar as well, and part of the way to handle Tyranitar is to keep swapping in and out for Intimidate.
Honestly,
so
I think
it's
so
exactly
too,
what
Tempest,
Hirofumi
but
is doing right now. The sand actually really important, and just being able to ensure
minus
that Blastoise will
2.
faint this turn. Probably expect to see a Dark Pulse here. Is going to go into a Fraygraph, but
Best of-
how much does that do? That's a lot
Dang!
of damage, but will survive.
And that's with
So
Citrus?
it's able to at least
Oh,
go for
well,
one more
Mega
attack.
Launcher,
It could
right?
be the Thunderbolt coming
This
out
best
here, but
of
it's
or
going to be the
single
Tyranitar
elimination.
going
I
for
think
the low
it's
kick.
best of
And
3.
take a look at how effective those Intimidate attack drops and the party
I think
shot
single
has really
elimination
been
is tomorrow.
onto this Tyranitar. And the Thunderbolt as well. I mean, this Incineroar is quite bulky. We do
Okay.
see paralysis.
Pair's good, pair's good.
That might come back
Ooh,
to
Blastoise is
hurt
okay, it's not
a little
over.
bit in the remaining
It's
turns
not
of this
over.
first game.
That's a big deal, right? Because we saw Incineroar was faster than both of these Pokemon initially, and so would have been able to either get another parting shot into Tyranitar or just knock out Fraygraph before they get the chance to move. And so really big paralysis there. For Hirofumi, the question still is, how do you beat Tyranitar? The answer, I think,
Low kick
ideally is
into
you get
Tyranitar,
Sword Stance
right?
off.
I mean,
and, like, you need to
into-
knock out Fraygraph first, and then, you know, a Sword Stance and
Gambit?
+2 Kowtow Cleave into +2 Sucker Punch. You've got Helping Hand support on the Incineroar as well. Now Tyranitar does have the ability to go for
'Cause
something like
Incineroar's really not
Rock
doing
Slide,
that
for
much
example.
damage.
It's a question of, does King Gambit protect this turn, right? And if you're Wolf, I think you can always safely target down the Incineroar slot. But if you ignore King Gambit and it gets a Sword Stance off, suddenly things can become really scary. So the question is, do you launch that low kick into King Gambit? Do you Rock Slide into Incineroar? It's going to be Rock Slide.
Okay.
So this means King Gambit here can Sword Stance, and Incineroar can maybe just Flare Blitz and KO Fraygraph.
If you don't get flinched, there is a 30% chance for that to happen. Incineroar still has a lot of HP, though, to try to get it through these next couple of turns. But it's going to be Fraygraph going for the attack first.
You're trying to
A
get, like, a
Thunderbolt
double
into
para?
the King Gambit is not going to give that secondary effect of the paralysis.
Okay.
But you do see the Rock Slide flinch onto that King Gambit. Still not a terrible turn, though, for Hirofumi, as you
needs
end up
to
getting
low
KO
kick,
onto
right?
Fraygraph.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
think
know.
the thing now
I
is
think-
like, the whole question
I think
was
it might be
always, well, how do you
Jover.
beat Tyranitar, right? Sneasler is the answer for it, but Sneasler wasn't brought into it. Sinistra is your other answer into it, but it went down so quickly. And then Blastoise the third answer to it, but his HP just got whittled down so low, right? And so had King Gambit been able to get a Sword Stance off there, I think it would still be in Wolf's favor, to be honest, because Tyranitar should still outspeed the King Gambit and just go for low kick into it. But with the inability to get a Sword Stance off there, I think Tyranitar should be able to win this game. That Thunderbolt actually being really crucial damage and just dropping King Gambit lower and lower. This Tyranitar has eaten multiple attack drops at this point, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Hirofumi to win the game.
I was just kind of trying to consider like how little damage that the Incineroar even took from something like the low kick, and that's why I had that hesitation. Just also protects in play.
Do they have Dragon
so
Dance?
if
I
Hirofumi
can't
can
remember.
actually
No,
get
it's
a
Rock
nice
Slide.
call,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Or maybe there's something afforded like a Rock Slide miss, or you can fight through the flinch, and maybe things
Flinch?
do end up actually looking a little different. Incineroar, though, it took a lot of damage that after...
Ooh,
and then the Rock Slide
okay.
flinch too.
Hey,
Never mind, I spoke
it
too
ain't
soon.
over.
It just looks like Incineroar is going to go down to another Rock Slide on the next turn.
Yeah, Wolf making the nice call there, though, right? Hirofumi protects King Gambit.
Low
That was an
kick,
opportunity to
right?
potentially Sword Stance up
Low
on
kick
it.
into
And Wolf saying, like, I think you kind of
Gambit?
have to protect here, so just going to be
Helping
helping hand here to
hand.
get one last attack off,
Yeah.
but with no Sword Stance from that
Maybe.
King Gambit earlier, it's just not going to do very much with the Sucker Punch.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Low
just
kick
going
it,
to
low
be
kick it.
roughly a quarter of the total HP of this Tyranitar, and the low
Okay.
kick finishes it off. It's going to be a 1v1
He's still-
between
you know
this
what?
Incineroar
He
and
turned it
Tyranitar,
around.
and with that speed disadvantage from the paralysis, that is going to be a win for Tyranitar.
Yeah, I think
He
regular
turned it
Tyranitar
around.
really proving how powerful it can be here. And for Wolf,
That's
prioritizing
crazy.
the early
I
knockout.
thought it was
Blastoise,
over.
Or the early damage onto it meant like
GG's to
Tyranitar
Wolf.
wasn't really breaded, right? And so I think if you're Hirofumi, you look at that game, you're probably thinking, I feel like I played pretty well in the opening turn, so what went wrong for me? And I think part of it is that Incineroar is really good as a supportive tool, but when it can't fake out, it then becomes less effective. The Intimidates and the attack drops were nice, but it didn't feel like he had enough damage output, basically, right? His damage was mainly coming from Blastoise cooking Water Spout, doing 30, 40% here and there. And so I think if you're Hirofumi, you probably are starting to look at that Sneasler potentially as an adaptation, because of course that Sneasler does have close combat, which gives you a ton of burst
Those
damage
that have
to
been here
Tyranitar.
since
There was that
noon,
one turn
that's
where I
been
was
watching
wondering, what if
since
the
noon.
Blastoise had ended
Do
up
you guys
going
see your
for a Dark Pulse instead?
badges
It
from
took so much damage that it was only around
Torkoal badges?
10% left.
Yeah.
That maybe if that had been a Dark Pulse,
Hopefully.
that could have been a potential knockout, I think, into the Staraptor on
That's right.
that turn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that is a really good point. And I think what's really tough for Hirofumi here is like kind of threading the needle of dealing with Staraptor at any given point, because Staraptor was a huge threat in the early game, but then of course the win condition in the end game kind of ended up being Tyranitar, right? So Hirofumi actually has plenty of tools to deal with Tyranitar. For example, if you are able to get it out earlier on the field, and Sinistra hasn't taken a lot of damage. Sinistra is insanely good into Tyranitar after Intimidate, right? Because you're able to heal back up with Machagacha. You can run in a burn as well. So Hirofumi's team has the tools. The question is, do you want to lean into Blastoise again? Delphox is something like can come out, but it is a big question mark because it is so bad into Tyranitar, right? That is part of the reason why Tyranitar is such an appealing pick.
I was gonna say that Extra wouldn't be a great thing for the Delphox to see either, but as you called out before we even got into the match, there's no Rock Slide on it. But you would still have to worry a little bit about actually taking, just like in general, some damage here from the Excadrill. It can be very fast as well. That's something you're gonna have to think about pressing, but I feel like you're right. I wonder maybe Sneasler, do you actually think about still bringing in Blastoise and just switch it up and just bring Sneasler over Incineroar?
Yeah, I think Sneasler's damage output and that Focus Sash means even getting one big close combat with it can be a really big deal. So it's probably the first adaptation I'm looking towards on Hirofumi's end, but could be Delphox as a switch up, and it is going to be the Delphox. I mean, that's what makes this team so
Delphox.
intriguing. If it's this, my expectation would be a Sneasler in the back, right, to potentially close combat Tyranitar. We'll have to see. But either way, the Delphox here does threaten Golden Go immediately, but question is, can Golden Go survive a heat wave? Often it will be able to. This is nice for
I love
Golden
how
Go. Then you can Shadow
it's
Ball.
it's crying.
Huge knockout. Intimidate's obviously pretty valuable into Tyranitar, but I think Hirofumi maybe hoping to see Staraptor here, right? If it's a Staraptor-based lead, I think Delphox feels stronger, but Wolf mixes it up with Tyranitar Golden Go. Delphox is in kind of an awkward position right now.
Because you don't necessarily, like, timing of the Mega Evolution is also incredibly important. So is this something where you say, I want to Mega Evolve the Delphox now, or do I actually want to try to switch it out and call something in like a Sinistra or even possibly a King Gambit that might be able to take these attacks a little better?
Yeah, I think there's so many plays that can happen from both ends right now.
Oh.
It's just Heat Wave
what?
and
no Mega
Evolution. So
oh,
Rose,
wait, maybe they have Blastoise in the back.
There's a Blastoise potentially in the back. That also, by the way, could have been Helping Hand on Incineroar. It's not going to be the Helping Hand, so Shadow Ball just comes out immediately. Maybe it's a parting shot from Hirofumi.
It had to be. There has to be a
Golden Go
Blastoise in the back.
turn.
There's no way. Unless he just forgot to Mega. I've done that before.
Golden Go, we would trade blow for blow here in an explosive turn number 1, but it is just going to be the parting shot to help reduce the damage output of this Tyranitar even further.
I love this, though. This is one of the, I think, most exciting things about the World Championships this year, which is dual Mega teams bringing both Megas and flexing it, right? And so it's going to be a single target Rock Slide here. It actually does decent damage at -2, right? Every little bit of damage on a Water Spout Blastoise really makes a big difference. My question now is, what is Hirofumi's fourth Pokemon? It is Sinistra. So Hirofumi says, look, I think I can flex my Mega Evolution, and I also think now he's in a really good position with Blastoise, right? Obviously just threatens with an immediate Water Spout right now.
And there's no good switch-in for a Pokemon to be able to take that. Golden Go is low enough that I feel like that might end up being a knockout if this Blastoise can actually stay at this HP level. But then, yeah, what you bring in to take the Water Spout if you want to actually preserve the Tyranitar and shed those attack drops?
Yeah, I think the safe play for Wolf is probably switch Tyranitar into Whimsicott, because the Whimsicott then has Encore pressure in the following turn, and then Shadow Ball into Sinistra, or Shadow Ball into Blastoise just to guarantee that you get a lot of damage into it, because I think Sinistra protecting or switching into Incineroar is the most logical play for Hirofumi's end. And so I think I would be shocked if there were if it wasn't Whimsicott's Staraptor in the back from Wolf's end right now. So it's going to be Sinistra actually switching out first into the Incineroar.
Okay, Incineroar at least put the fake out on the table for the following turn and kind of ensures that this Tyranitar's got to get out of there, but there's no other switches on the table. It's just going to be the Blastoise Mega evolving and both of these Pokemon being on the receiving end of a potential Water Spout. You do also have the Dark Pulse if you want to try to guarantee the damage into the Golden Go, but the Golden Go moves first before and Blastoise has a critical hit.
The crit mattered. The crit mattered.
19%. These Water Spouts are going to be pitiful.
Oh no! Oh, Shell Smash. Well, I mean,
increase the speed of this Blastoise.
That crit mattered.
At an expense of its defense and special defense.
Yeah, but I think it's Rocks if it doesn't miss.
Who did it miss? Oh, just.
Still connects onto the Blastoise.
Oh my God! That is a tanky Blastoise.
Yeah, that
Do you hear the crowd?
I think definitely a lot of things going
Oh,
in Wolf's favor. And I think he needed it, to be clear,
no.
right? Like, I think he made the absolute right play, but I think that's just game over, honestly, on the spot, right? Because Hirofumi's entire gambit here was let me try to get the Blastoise
So
set
it's
up and
just
sweep with it,
Incineroar
but,
and Sinistcha.
it does risk, of course, yeah, eating up that critical
Dang.
hit. And so Wolf makes the right call there, saying, I am going to just Shadow Ball into the Blastoise slot, saying, if you switch into Incineroar, why guarantee the damage? And yeah, I think if the crit doesn't happen there, the Blastoise does get set up, and then the following turn, you just switch Incineroar into Sinistcha, heal back up on Water Spout. But
I am gonna say bye to
how-
you too.